Hey, good morning, friends. Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. Let's get open for business and let's wake up the football gods here this morning. You know, it's Monday morning, and I love Mondays. And I know that sounds crazy because most of us are thinking, like, oh, God, it's Monday. The weekend's over. I got to go back to work. Mondays suck. But you know what? Not for me. I look forward to Mondays because every Monday night we do our live stream, 9 o'clock Eastern. And it's a great chance for me to be with amongst my friends talking about the Dallas Cowboys. And I've been doing it for so long now that it's become part of my life. It's ingrained in me. It's like my juices get flowing because I know Monday night is here. We're going to be talking about the Dallas Cowboys and everything that is. And I've been doing it, Lord, how long have I been doing it? I started out on the Benet Emery show doing their sports section, and then I started live streaming during my section there, doubling up, and it just evolved into the Joe Boo's Monday and Friday nights live stream. And I just love it so much. So we got a lot to talk about. We got the first preseason game under our belt, and as we get ready to go to Hawaii, I'm not sure that that's the best thing for us, but we'll see how that goes. Now, the interesting thing is I got so many Eagle fans that actually watch the channel. And I'll be honest, the highest compliment I can get is actually from you guys because you guys will come in and say, you know what, I hate the frickin' Dallas Cowboys, but I actually like watching your show. And I appreciate that because for you to hate the Dallas Cowboys and still come in here, that's high praise. I appreciate that. So I keep bringing some content for you. Even though you guys took a bridge to me saying that your team has a lot of injuries. And it's funny because, I like the comments. Just keep those comments coming in there. They tell me, because I use the analogy of how when you get older, things don't work as well as they used to. And they're like, well, because I use my own self in comparison to Michael. And, I know I'm a lot older than most of the football players, except maybe Tom Brady and Drew Brees. But as you get older, it's harder to recover. And I'm not saying that your Eagle players are as old as I am, but when you're Lane Johnson or Jason Peters, it takes you longer to recover. And that's a fact. And they pointed out that, yeah, we got 20 some injuries, but most of these guys are backups. But here's where it's so funny where you guys literally just kind of talk out of both sides of your neck. You guys, when we beat you twice last year, defending Super Bowl champions. Shout out that you finally got one. Slow clap. We beat you twice last year. You guys used the excuses of we were injured. You can't have it both ways, guys. You can't. You're saying that these guys being injured don't matter. But then you say we were injured and that's why we lost. Pick a side, guys. Pick a side. Okay, so on to our Dallas Cowboys. Okay, we'll definitely break down tonight some of the things we saw. Woozy had some really nice plays there early in the game and stuff that you like to see. Excuse me. Antonio Brown had some nice plays and stuff in there. Taco had a hit on the quarterback and then some not so good plays. So he's a guy that needs a whole lot of work. And we're told Tony Pollard is the real deal. Jason, I'm sorry, Jerry Jones is all in on Tony Pollard. You know, it's interesting with the Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys aren't like any of the other 31 teams. Everything is done different in Dallas. You know, yesterday we heard Jason Lockenfor talk about Dak Prescott is nutty for turning down a $30 million contract offer. Now, we don't know what the details were with that deal. But one of the things that always seems to happen with the Cowboys when they're in a big contract negotiation with somebody, there always seems to be leaks about details in there. We saw it with Dez Bryant, of course. We heard all kinds of things to question whether or not Dez should get paid. We heard DeMarcus Lawrence wanted a lot more than what the Cowboys wanted to pay. Now we're hearing that Zeke Elliott, we've offered top five money, and now we're hearing, well, Dak turned down $30 million. But we don't know what the details are on that deal. It could be, $30 million a year deal with only $30 million guaranteed, which means that it's really not a good deal. And Dak Prescott knows, well, wait a minute. Okay, you don't just jump. You jump at the first offer that you always get? Or do you negotiate the best deal possible? But nobody else is, because we don't know if, Carson Wentz was just offered that $33 million and he just took the first offer, or if they negotiated it some. Now, we know Russell Wilson, he demanded getting his contract done. You don't know how many times that the Seattle Seahawks offered something, he said, no way, it's not happening. You don't know, because other teams keep that stuff under wraps. But the Dallas Cowboys, they're transparent. That stuff comes out. We negotiate out in public. So let's just wait and see what happens with that contract. But see, Jerry Jones, Alexis, let me play this clip. This is actually from 3 years ago. So there's actually a lot more stuff that has happened since then. But let's go through.
Jones quote:
I am a monkey fan. I can stand in a zoo and look at them all day long and die laughing. And my dad was in the wild animal business and had over 5,000 wild animals. And he always was, no matter what, he would hand somebody a card and said, be sure and come out and visit my monkeys.
No other NFL owner would talk about their father owning monkeys. Here's another gem from Jerry Jones.
Los Angeles.
Yeah, I think he was drunk on that one. Here's Jerry Jones talking about Brandon Weeden, an NFL backup quarterback.
We've got to have a quarterback that can drive the ball downfield. This quarterback, Wheaton, can drive the ball downfield. Now, he's a thing of beauty on throwing a football. His passing motion or his arm, frankly, you won't see a more gifted passer. If he can basically prepare, be the starting quarterback, and come in and execute and keep his head right, then I feel good about Wheaton.
Yeah, he cut him like about 2 days after that. And then finally there was this moment on our show. I don't know if he's mispronouncing the word just to be fun, but we thought it was delicious.
I don't have time to have a bad time. It isn't on my schedule.
And the wink.
Between Los Angeles and schedule.
I am a monkey fan.
And that, I don't even know what to make of Jerry Jones, but I find him fascinating. And the NFL is 32 Republican billionaires. These are powerful men. And the two most powerful owners in the league are Robert Kraft, who basically calls all these networks, Fox included, and tells the networks, here's what you're going to pay for TV rights. It's not a negotiation. The NFL tells you what you're going to pay. And then Jerry Jones, who spearheaded the move from St. Louis to Los Angeles. He is kooky. He is fascinating and vulnerable and odd and charming. And so yesterday he was questioning, essentially, the doctors. He's questioning medicine. And I think what you really have with Jerry is, this is what happens to a lot of people. Jerry's getting older. The last 20 years have been below average. And in the last 20 years, they're 3-8 in the playoffs, 20 starting quarterbacks, 6 head coaches, and they haven't gotten to an NFC championship. And the only two other teams in the NFC that can say that are Detroit and Washington.
All right. So there we have it. Yeah, that's not where you want to be, Detroit and Washington. But that was in 2016. So we've had some other things that have happened since then. We've been to the playoffs 2 more times since then and got a playoff victory. And it seems like the team is headed in the right direction. But we've heard, oh boy, Jerry Jones talking about Brandon Weeden. It's kind of like deja vu here. Because right now with Tony Pollard, and Tony Pollard did actually some really good things. I like the way our offense actually started out passing the football, going out and actually stretching the field. That actually opened up the running lanes for Tony Pollard. And you saw him have some good runs and things in there. But I'm not ready to say that he is Zeke Elliott. And I'm not ready to say that he is ready to shoulder the load for the Dallas Cowboys. This is Jerry Jones out there working on negotiating in the public with Zeke Elliott. It's the same thing that we see over and over again with the Dallas Cowboys. Public opinion matters in these negotiations, and the face that the Dallas Cowboys put on is part of that as well. So when you hear him talk about, we offered Dak Prescott a $30 million contract, you don't really believe that that was just like the be all greatest quarterback, a contract out there, an offer that you can't refuse. I guarantee you that it's the language and the details that are in the contract. So understand what you get with Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones, as I've always said, is the jackrabbit that they have in the dog races. He is the diversion that gets all the dogs running through there. But the real race, the real business is all handled over here by Stephen Jones. They're going to get this stuff worked out. Hopefully, they get it worked out in time that it doesn't stunt our season. Because make no mistake about it, we have the pieces there that if they're put together right, all of the ingredients, that they have as good a chance as anybody else to go all the way. As long as we don't screw it up. So, friends, I'll see you tonight, 9 o'clock Eastern. Don't forget, if you are interested in getting ticket packages, go to Cowboys Experience. Tell them Mark Holmes sent you, or tell them Cowboy Joe Boo. You'll get either an Emmett Smith book or a 8x10 picture of a current NFL player, a current Dallas Cowboy player, and they'll definitely hook you up with a great deal on a package. We'll be at the Giants game, season opener with Cowboys Experience, and then we're going to be doing a great tailgate at FedEx Field in Red Zone lot. So definitely hold on, guys. We don't have long before the season starts. I'm Mark Holmes with Cowboy Joe Boo, and I'll see you soon.